Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi
Can you hear me?
wabarakatuh. Is sure clear.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I would love to introduce Mrs. Naila Mahmood. MashaAllah, she is doing very well and she is like a great leader. Not only a helper, she's a great leader in her community. She is working for a long time in AlHuda and she's also CEO of the high school systems and leading AlHuda Faisalabad. And she's working for so long and I wanted, whenever she talks, I'm getting very impressed. And I wanted you guys need to be like listen carefully and ask your question. I feel like that whatever your thirst for learning, whatever your thirst to understand what our religion wants from a woman and why the women are suffering in these days. Every woman here in Pakistan, here in America, in wherever you will go, you will see all the women. They are taking so many responsibilities and they are all the time overwhelmed. And I asked her, I requested her, and Alhamdulillah, she said, okay, she will give her expertise and she will tell what the Islam wants from us and what are our responsibilities and what we need to do. It's not like fun. Now you have to tell them what's going on.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everybody. Sam has given a more exaggerated interview about me and introduced me as like this. But main thing I would love to introduce myself as I work in the slum areas with the poor ladies and females, and I get an encounter with the Pakistani women over there who are deprived of everything. You can't imagine what the meaning of deprivation is in these areas. The food is not there, the mother is working, and the children are child abused everywhere. And if we have opened the schools, and maximum school are for girls, because the brother doesn't want that she should study, she should go to school. Even she gets scores in high school, but he doesn't allow him to join school, any institute afterwards even. I'll tell you two scenarios of Pakistan. One scenario is in this society, the upper class, middle class, lower middle class, all of their daughters, they are fond of fashion, beautifications, and all the time preparing for weddings and dresses and everything. And even they get a lot of good degrees. They pay so much for it, but they don't do work. And even the doctors don't do work over here. And then they have challenges in their in-laws and all those places, because if you don't have any goals, that then their problem arise in the house also, no? The second generation whom I love to be with them are those people who don't have even such money that they can spend on their health, number one thing. Number two thing, on education. And number three, even they don't even have the sense of, I would love to share some videos. You can't know they have 8 children, 9 children, 7 children, 6 children in these days even. And they don't even know how to go and have all those system to be adopted by the gynecological things. And I think so they haven't even seen gynecologist even. No? And the thing which is a big challenge in our societies is that there's no justice for these people. Upper class is enjoying everything, and the lower class is in a very deprivation form. And even if they get educated, they are not paid that much. Okay, she's done MPhil, she'll get half pay. Okay, she's from a poor family and this and that. She doesn't know about. Nobody knows about her rights even. No? And my thing is that the feminism trauma and all this goal. You must be hearing of media and everything. The most opportunities the upper class get, and the lower class is so much deprived, and even the middle class is also so much deprived. How to get rid of these things, how to create awareness over here? Then if we create an awareness, we give education, then even the family peer pressure is over there. and don't and the third thing, two things I've mentioned. The third thing is that over here there's no law, and they're sexually abused, and so much abuse they can get a job if they are doing service of anybody. And this I have heard from each and every single person. This is recorded, really. A very strong woman make her way, and she faces a lot of problem. Even if the agriculture place we take, even anywhere we go, they face challenges. The female face challenges. Sometimes she's so deprived, and sometimes she becomes depressed. They go in depression. You have to lift them up in so many ways. You have to lift them up. And in the girls, when they kill, well, they will kill us if we'll come for education. Please, auntie, no, no, like this, no. How come I need advice? I think so. The basic thing is to adorn them with education, and it will take years and years and years in this society. But in the workplace, how, even if the workplace they go, then even there's problem. Even for the health sector they go, then even they face problem. There is no health sector help for these people. And I think so all over the world is the same thing. There's no access and no equal opportunities. Never ever. A higher name, and the child will go to that place. I don't want to take those names, really. And I just want to say that unfortunately, even with good education, they are unable to make for the government jobs. Plus these women. And if we take it universally for the all women, then women everywhere are deprived. I think so. On the workplace, they are harassed everywhere. In Pakistan, there are no laws, so they face much more problems. But I think so. If mother is determined and she has some goals, and at national level we educate them and put them in something, then they motivate their children and make them something. And today is the voice of women that we demand as a laws in the government system. And for the female, if they are more than half the population, they should get their rights. So the civil society should reinvest in the policies and make nice policies, and which are implemented also. And I'm a member of social work organization. I'm running a show welfare organization. I'm daily handling few people, ladies' problem. Even with the orphanages, we do. But social welfare also don't have any framework for the women. And I don't know if worldwide we can get some uh, good solutions for this gender equality. Equality is not based, but even they don't get rights. Even the females don't get, they lack in respect, and in lack in respect at home. Even the boy is treated over treated, and the girl is undertreated. It's the trauma of our society. All Pakistan, even if in any province you go, inheritance law is not implemented for the females. Even the inheritance is also not distributed to them. No? And politically, even I don't know that they can't make any space and place in this system, and they're not so vocal, and the voice is not even heard, and they're forced to leave everything at a stage, not to raise more than that. If you have a big background, then you can, I think so, make your recognition, and otherwise nothing is possible. So if you come to normal situations, we must see the workplaces of these people. We need a lot of coaching. We need physical care of these people, and mentoring is required over here. Navigating, advising at this place. It's a bit hard job, but it's very rewarding. Really, when I urge them, when I bring them and take them out from such tough situation, and I tell them Allah will pay you more if you will be prestigious. And this can raise the whole society and uplift if we invest little bit on women empowerment socially by raising their voice and caregiving. Both aspects are required. Caregiving at home is also required, and caregiving at workplace is also required respectfully, and we must not see to those traditional women caring for everything, and then getting a heart thrashing for the many one. And the main which points which is a great problem: no access to education, no big employment opportunities, and no health, no maternal health, and gender based. I can challenge you. You can't even imagine how much violence is done over here with the females, and how do they cry and live with the same person. And the person over here has the right of a second marriage also, and that's not such a bad thing. And over here, there's the female selling is on top, and child marriage is on top, and uh, did I think so? If you go to the northern areas, if you go to the Sindh interior areas, even they don't even get the water and sanitation facilities over there. No? So the female has to bring water all the time, and they have to far away over there. And in Punjab also, in the regions they have wells and like this, they go over there and bring water. And this is lacking in universally. If we come to know everywhere, uh, we should try to feel that the woman is the caregiver of the house. She look after the house, spouse, parents, siblings, families, everywhere. And equally, she's doing two jobs at a time. And while trying to compete with the men who have one. And if we say the primary breadwinner in our households, the standard response is to persuade men to help more. But we need a sea change that can help a normative revolution. We need a revolution in this. Really. We need speakers. We need we need points to be jotted down for their physical care, for their teaching, their advisory problems. They have psychological problems in these days. So much advisory problems they face. They don't have any mentors. Uh, if I think so, if we come to the Holy Quran, I'm not connecting anything with the Quran. Allah has given respect to the female. Allah, how much has a man is a complete man who respect for his wife, and if we must value and we should care. And this is, I think so, if we make this part of society, we'll get very good results. The house will be like just a heaven. If you A female needs a little bit buck up, a little bit appreciation. If you appreciate her, then everything is okay. But the moment you will snub his personality, that's very harmful. And I think so it's very injurious. And the people in Pakistan, females are there are very few percentage of the females who are working in the field, different fields like agriculture and all. But nobody can let them come up now. So main thing is you are a female, how can you do this? You are a female, how can you do this? But then even the female are contributing, but that's a very low number. And they're mainly, I will tell you, 95% of the females uh, don't get permission to do work. The husband snub. Even if you say in my house, if I tell my son to let them work, he says no, she'll stay at home. And he doesn't get convinced at all that requirement of what is the requirement of society, what the requirement, the moments we have to contribute to the community. And if they don't contribute to the community, how will be the community be uplifted? And the wives of prophet used to be at the service of the humanity and the whole religion. If you make them collect it and look how much Hazrat Khadija contributed and how Holy Prophet said. And she was a business lady. How much contribution she had to the community, to the society, and the advisory, each and everything, standing with Holy Prophet. And if we see this over here, then even the few things are in a better way. And over there, when the female gets lot of freedom, they face different sort of problems. We face different sort of problems. Extremist people are always everywhere, and they think in a different way. If we will go in this way in racism and economic inequality, uh, this will take to a very broad one answer, but it's pretty much cover domestic and this global front. All of the individual challenges we may be tempted to rank, this massive systematic power imbalance working in tandem. Massive systematic power imbalance. Look at the girls. The brother is working. He will be a laborer in Saudi Arabia and Dubai, and he will collect the dowry, and the girl will stay home. One father is breadwinning, and the educated girls are sitting home because that is the ego, the gharat, and whatever you call that exists. And they say, no, no, no. How can she work? She's a female. And even they can beg and have something, but they will not work. No? How can we put some points and have something uh, for the food program for them? Because in pregnancy, even they don't get good food. And throughout, I think so, there are so many critical situations that the girl is malnutrition usually. In these days, we face that pregnancy is rare due to there's health problems of female. Massive sort of imbalances, and they don't get proper diet, no proper growth. So much to be uh, jotted down, and so much to be think over, that a girl who has to give birth, who has to look after the whole family, who has to look after the house. And I think so, it's a special miracle of Allah that Allah has blessed a female. She looks after everything. And the man has just one quality: he earns and bring home, and then he sits and the whole family serve. He has a different opportunity, he has a different job. But if he doesn't encourage the female, that's a very pathetic stage. Very, very. So, unfortunately, in Pakistan, inadequate situations for food, for education, for health issues, and some in these days, that's a very, very good sign. The private sector is working very hard on it. They are giving awareness to the children. They are giving awareness to the females. They are making NGOs and telling them, if you are educated lady, we'll guide you to do something. The people now are encouraging at the non-governmental level, they are supporting each other. And this should be done legalized in a good framework, so they can achieve more, and this gender should come forward and put more share in the society. If we have thinkers in the government and we have good policies for these females, I go to the schools, they are brilliant people, they are brilliant girls, but they don't get any opportunities, no motivations, nothing they have. They get more and more depressed while watching the society growing, and they don't have the basic things. No? So I just have a one thing. If the government start investing, and the biggest challenge for them is to their physical care, their coaching, and connecting them internationally, because people are unaware of what's going on in the world and how India is developing that country. And the basic thing was the education over there was so much focused. uh, we should the fact we should look after first, there was a family system in which they owed the family girls and the boys if there was
So
something
Sister
depriving
Naila,
to help each other.
so we are on a time schedule, so you have like 10 minutes. Just wanted to let you know that, okay?
Still, I have more 10 minutes.
Have 10.
And I also want you should give like a more perspective about the woman here and what the Islam is saying, what we should do, what we should not.
Should I give the perspective of Islam? I was feeling scared of giving perspective of Islam.
What are the
That's my
women
field.
rights? Yeah, try to give, yeah.
Okay. So now the last thing I would tell, that what Holy Prophet said for the society, that what the female should have, his rights should be preserved in any sense. And in the society, social life is should be is encouraged in everything. And the Prophet focused on their education, and they and he gave a very balanced personality to the female, and always encouraged. And and in the Hazrat Umar Farooq's reign, the female units were very, very strong. So everything, the gynecology, the departments, and the female units were very strong. They were so much encouraged. say co-education is not allowed, but females are allowed to study. And with this hadith say, if Medina se Sana tak ek akeli female will go, and nobody will say, so this gives so much opportunities to so many people. Na. So in the society, if the female is uneducated, the whole house will be uneducated. And if we don't focus on the education, both worldly and spiritual education, then it's a big loss which which we are facing in these days. We don't have balance of life. If the woman is working, she'll set a bad example, and when she comes home, uh, then she's commanding everything and she become a leader. But for the female, this is not allowed. There's one leader, and man will be the manager, leader, sustainer. He will lead you. So for the female, it's a very tricky thought of a thing, how she has to take from the society. That's a very important factor. She should get ready, because she has to do two tasks. She has to do homely tasks nobody's going to do for her, and she's going out. She'll have to do that task also. She has to do both the tasks. And we have so much opportunities at home also. We can do so much. And Islam discourages so much to snub the girl. And or a female has a right to good dressing. Islam has given them, and for socializing, and have good good traits in your, to develop and inculcate good habits in the females. And Islam encourages these things. No? And the first thing, the selection of job for the female should be that how should I select my job that should have a balanced life? I have to look after my family, I have to look after everything. So I have some hours which are calculated, and I have to curtail all the requirement of the family also, because that's the duty of a female. So that's a big challenge. She has to take two challenges at a time. So she, now this depends on her, how she tackle all these situation, how she, and how she's not blackmailed by thing. The husband sits home, the girl goes and drops the child, even bring the grocery, even then he relax. Some of the men sit at home, the female works in so many. This is a big challenge, how the female has to balance. Don't make them, give them a habit of working and bringing money at home. And if the husband should earn, he is the caretaker, he is the manager, he is the organizer. And for the female, uh, she should be available always for the husband. Or and when we get out of our house, then how it's possible that for hours and hours we can out, because, and if the female is contributing to the society, so all the community should take care of that lady, because she is giving a double sacrifice for us. If she's a teacher, she's sacrificing for, she's a doctor, she's sacrificing for us. And the society should expect from her now. Then the in-laws should not expect much from her. We should support her, because she is serving to the humanity. She's a survivor for the society. So it's very, we should keep it clear in our mind that this female should be supported by everyone, because she's helping the society and she's helping the people. No eye specialist is required for the female. So if she's doing that, if she's a gynecologist, she's doing a big task for humanity. We shouldn't expect now she should come and do this for us also. And we have to train this thing to the society, that how a working woman should be looked after, how she should be cared, how she has started. Even they snub and keep her home. And I know in my family there are 11 doctors, and they're sitting at home serving the family, not serving the humanity, not serving. So this is so bad. I don't know why we do like this. I'm a different sort of person who carries a different slogan for the females, because these days we have every facility. We we can go and serve our humanity, serve our society so nicely. We can do a lot of social work, but there are no goals for the females. They're not working that way. How should we can motivate these people? Then the second thing they have, then they plan their weddings, then they plan kitty parties, then they plan different birthday parties, and then they put their energy over there. Then the men feels happy over there. We as a productive nation, we don't have a goal for that. If my female, she's talented, if my wife, she's full of energy, and she can give some time to the slum area, give some time to the community, give some time to other people, then it's such a bad thing that we take this thing very easy. Foreign qualified students, so many students getting married and coming, and the mother-in-law is introducing that my daughter-in-law, she knows cook, she can cook 50 dishes. She's such a best cook. She serves us like this, and she's a foreign qualified girl. I don't know. This is a big challenge. They're not allowed to do work also with big degrees, or when they're not allowed to do work, they are kept for their own services. So we should pray, and we should have a high goal for motivating these people, because in Pakistan, a lot of revolution is required for this thing. And I travel to UK and these places over there, it's the same thing. The few people work, and few people don't work. I see over there. So there are traditional men also, and traditional family lives also. We have to get rid of those traditional things. We have to see the society requirement at the moment. So particularly, we have to develop a very nice place for the middle class family to come out and work and help them in everything. And for the upper class, we have to motivate them that there's no harm if they're working out. So please let them work. And look at this big problem in these Arab countries also. Uh, uh, they cannot get enrolled in schools even without, they can't go for higher education even. If the father allows them, they can go over there. Even Pakistan, female can never go for foreign qualifications. Son can always go for foreign qualifications, and they can spend on son, but not for the females. This is also a very big challenge over here. So, lastly, I would love to narrate this thing. Whatever the global environment is going on at the moment, we have to create something legal, social condition for the women, for the poor class who are snubbed and jailed at home, not allowed, and who are kept under pressure to deliver children all the time and look after the house also. And people can't even imagine the condition over here. So maybe we should pray a lot that in Pakistan revolution should come, because the revolution will come with the Quranic education and worldly education. Both educations are very important. But we give the child, female over here, this face. Oh my God, you are a sinful azuk, and you will live in char diwari in the house. You will not go out, and you will work at home. Or the society is very bad. You can't go out. Most of the females, they keep and daydreaming, and just they daydream and they say that okay, fine, now we will make our dowry and sit at home. This revolution has to be, oh my God, look at that dowry, that jahez, it's lying in the boxes all the life, and nobody uses it, I swear. And over here, if you see, they can't spend on books. The woman who's lastly, I would love, Islam
Sister
never
Naila, the
deprives the
time
women.
is up now. So we thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sister Naila.